Scams evolve, and in 2025, female travelers are facing some new tricks. So today, I'm going to share the top 5 scams that are targeting women in 2025 and how to stop them before they start. I'm your guide to smarter travel. Whether you're backpacking through Southeast Asia or strolling the streets of Paris, it's essential to be aware of the tricks and tactics that scammers use to target unsuspecting tourists. In this video, I'll reveal the latest scams so you can stay one step ahead. And don't forget to stick around because I'll also share some bonus tips that you won't want to miss. Let's kick things off with 1. Fake taxi drivers. Now, especially if you're traveling solo at night, you might find yourself in a situation where you need a ride. And if you're not careful, you could end up in the back of a scammer's taxi. My advice, always use a ride-sharing app that has verified drivers and vehicles. Or even better, arrange for transport in advance through your hotel. If you do hail a cab off the street, make sure it's a reputable company. Share the details of your ride with your hotel or a friend so someone knows what to expect and when to look out for you. And ladies, we all know that we should know our route, but trust me, sometimes even that fails. I once took a cab from the airport in Dubai, and the driver took me all over the place before dropping me at my hotel. And guess what? He turned on the meter at the very last minute after taking me on a wild goose chase. Needless to say, I paid him double for his shenanigans. 2. Currency exchange tricks. Now, I know we all love to help others, but when you're traveling abroad, be wary of strangers who offer to help you with currency exchange or withdrawing money from an ATM. Some common tricks include fake helpers who distract you while their accomplice switches your money or uses sleight of hand to take your cash. They may also try to give you counterfeit bills when you exchange money on the street. To avoid these scams, stick to official banks or hotel concierge for currency exchange and always count your money before you walk away. One big red flag is when a stranger insists that they help you with something like using an ATM. Trust me, they're probably trying to steal your card or monitor your PIN. 3. Distraction scams. Now, this is a classic one. It usually happens in crowded places like markets or tourist hubs. You'll often see 2 to 3 people working together to carry it out. One person might spill something on you. Another will offer to help clean it up while the third will keep an eye on your belongings. That's when they strike. Keep your valuables in a crossbody anti-theft bag and be wary of strangers offering to take photos or help you with directions. This one's pretty sneaky and it works on both men and women. But ladies, we tend to be a little more trusting and vulnerable to these types of scams. 4. Fake tour guides or overly friendly locals. When you're exploring a new city, you might encounter someone who seems eager to show you around. They might be a local who offers to give you a tour or invite you out for the evening. But trust me, they probably have less than good intentions. Most legitimate tour guides won't ask you for money upfront, and they certainly won't invite you to a bar where you'll be surrounded by their friends who are also trying to scam you. Go with your gut instincts. If someone makes you uncomfortable, remove yourself from the situation. Plus, it never hurts to verify their credentials or ask other tourists for recommendations. If you do decide to explore on your own, stick to well-populated areas and let someone know your plans. Never go off the beaten path alone, especially with strangers. 5. Fake Wi-Fi and phishing at hotels. Many hotels offer free Wi-Fi, but what they don't tell you is that it's also a hotspot for scammers. They create fake Wi-Fi networks that look legitimate, but once you connect, they can steal your data, including login credentials for your bank accounts or booking apps. To stay safe, use a VPN instead. It keeps your data encrypted and secure. And don't forget to turn off Auto Connect. And here's a big no-no. Never log into your bank or booking apps on public Wi-Fi. Even if you think you're being discreet, you might still be at risk. A recent incident at an Airbnb in Barcelona saw guests fall victim to a keylogger scam. The owner had installed a keylogger on their laptop, which allowed them to access the guest's credit card information. So even if you're in your private space, you're not necessarily safe. And now for the bonus tip, which is actually several tips in one. Make sure you have digital and physical backups of important documents like your passport, driver's license, and travel insurance. Also, don't leave your valuables lying around. Use the hotel safe and password protect your phone. Lastly, consider joining local female travel groups. They're great for getting updates and warnings about scams and other potential problems in the area. Knowledge is power, especially when you're far from home. Thanks for watching, and remember, knowledge is power, especially when you're far from home. Comment below if you've ever encountered a scam or have some tips to share. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more smart travel content for women. Safe travels. Y'all, bye.